What I think is funny is when I'm talking, having a full conversation, and have yet to hit record. Don't you find that to be quite interesting? Well, listen, I hope y'all are having a good night tonight. And I was just sitting here tonight in meditation, and God gave me a word for somebody. And I want you to know this right here, that you literally broke somebody's pattern. Do you hear me tonight? Just listen to me tonight. You literally broke somebody's pattern. You really did. I want you to understand that some people absolutely love, feed on, thrive on your brokenness. They appreciate you for your brokenness. And when God begins to heal you on the inside, they try everything that they can to sustain the broke image of you. And because you came to God with your whole heart, He has healed you. And in the process of healing you, what He did is He broke somebody's pattern. Let me get in the light. Do you hear me tonight? He broke somebody's pattern. They were so accustomed to always coming to you when things went wrong. They were so accustomed to using you for their benefit when they wanted to, and then you never hear from them again. They were so accustomed to you bailing them out no matter what they did or how they treated you. They were so accustomed to you allowing them to come in and out of your life at will, and you decided to block, you decided to delete, and you decided to unfollow and remove. Block, delete, unfollow, and remove. Because when God heals you, He heals you from people that was attached to your brokenness too. And the fact that you didn't do any of those things, you went on about your life, you broke a pattern. Because I want you to understand something, baby, that the enemy lives inside of people's consciousness. And it is the goal of the devil to keep people in the same pattern, a pattern of every 6 months, every year, every 2, 3 years, every 5 years, every 10 years, you will see the enemy come into someone's life to wrap you up in their mess. And because you are not available, you didn't pick up the phone, you don't send text messages, you have moved on, you have made space for God to come into your life and take you in a higher place that's going to connect you to people that is worthy of your beautiful or your handsome face. And because you are no longer reaching out or no longer available to be used, baby, you broke their pattern. I want you to understand something, baby. Some people can't get no rest over this holiday season because they were so accustomed to just stringing you along and playing with you. But they slipped up and they messed with the wrong one. They slipped up and they slept on the wrong one. They slipped up and tried to play the wrong one. And the reason why they know it today is because you broke that pattern of coming back to you whenever they felt like it. You broke their pattern of asking you for money. You broke their pattern of them trying to trigger you and talk down on you. You broke that pattern when you don't no longer want to be bothered with the things that they're into. You broke a pattern that has been a pattern that has resurfaced year after year after year on intervals, whether it was 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 7 or 10. You broke the pattern for the devil to loop you in. Baby, you broke the pattern. Let me tell you something. A part of you all relaxing, letting it go, letting it flow. Just saying, God, I'm done. Taking your hand out of the middle of foolishness. Going on and sitting down and because you're doing too much. A part of you just sitting with yourself is realizing all of the things that God did not allow to happen to you. Some of you should be praising God tonight for protecting you. You thought that person told you bye and rejected you to hurt you, baby. They were blessing you in disguise. God was saving your life. He was saving you from a lot of things that would have come out of that connection. Because a lot of times when we're broken, baby, we don't understand who we really are. And we will allow the tomfoolery, the misuse, the abuse, and all of the things, we will allow that to continue, and we'll begin to rationalize with dysfunction as if it has room in our lives. But I am so glad that you and me, we all have entered into a place where we have cut off dysfunction. We have pulled it up by the root. We are no longer going to be used. We're no longer going to be a part of anybody's destructive pattern. We are not available to allow the devil into our space to pull us into a pattern and into mess and confusion. And because you put your foot down, block, delete it, unfollow, remove people out of your physical life. And when you did that, out of your spiritual life too, you have created space. Listen to me. The universe is spiritual. It's energetic. It's vibrational. And by you no longer allowing somebody to pull you into a low grid of satanic energy, you have created space for God to come in and clean up the energy around you, to pull you up to a higher level so that you will begin to connect with like-minded people with the same mindset, spirituality, respect for God, integrity, good character, and so on and so forth. And you are no longer a part of the clown show. You can no longer be used in and out of somebody else's timeline. You're no longer in your head thinking about anything because you're free now. And because you're free, I want you to understand that that person felt your energy pull away from them. They feel that hole in their heart. They feel that hole in their whole environment. They feel a missing component, because that's how beautiful your spirit is. See, your spirit is very rich and it's powerful. And when you pull the circuit breaker out, when you pull the spiritual cord away from that person feels a hole in their heart today. You broke their pattern. And now they have no choice but to do two things tonight. They can surrender to God, come clean with who they are and the mess that they make every time they hook up with somebody or interact with somebody. Just be a part of somebody's world altogether. And they can totally cry out to God and go through the painful healing process that you went through to get to the other side. Or two, they will continue to live their life on repeat, unconsciously being controlled by the devil. But the good thing about it this time is that they know, baby, they can no longer use you because you broke that pattern. And until the next video, guys, peace. And I still be believing in you. I'm so proud of y'all. Have a good night. Bye now.